By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost. The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
You silly doggy.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
Eh? Hey! You're not allowed here. That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
Here, mutt.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Greetings.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have some.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Farewell.
Come here. I took a look at herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep, what do you say? Can you keep your...
I can keep my mouth shut. You can...
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring, you'll do all right out of it.
Hey, Kabat.
Grand. Right, now we can get back to...
Well, I know the basics, but I wouldn't say no to...
That's wise. The first thing is, pet him now and again when you're in the saddle. Actually, best do that as soon as you mount it. Once you're mounted, don't drive him too much over tough terrain. He won't trot too good and he won't move too fast neither. And horses ain't stupid, mind. If you leave him standing around, he'll most likely go and find a place he likes. A trough where he can drink or maybe some pasture. So don't be surprised if you leave him alone and then can't...
All right. I'll bear that in mind.
And of course, the horse needs good kit, no more than yourself. Saddle, bridle. I've prepared some decent tack for you, so I don't get my arse whipped for not treating his lord. Mistakes don't go unpunished. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
See you later, my friend.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stauffenberg or whatever.
Aye. On the other hand...
Are you telling me that when he sees Lord Capon of Perkstein, who was attacked...
No, I suppose not.
think carefully.
All right.
All the better for you. Look, I know...
Happens to the best of us. But you can rely on me. We had a disagreement, that's all. Who doesn't sometimes?
Thank you. And I'm glad to have you as my page. You know, Hanush assigned you to me as a kind of punishment, but now I wouldn't want anyone else but...
And you have my word as a
Then your word must be as firm as... But I take my promises seriously too. And since I made a promise to Bajena, we have to repay...
You're right.
Therefore, I entrust you with that. On behalf of... Give her our sincerest thanks, along with this. That ought to repay our debt.
Your wish is my command.
As soon as we get back from Nabokov. It's high time we set out so we can get...
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
What are you whistling for?
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Berghoff must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. And he'd ask me,
Greetings to you.
"So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. Audentes fortuna juvat, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming sword, though.
Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready, forward!
Ka! Ka! Quick! Ka! Quick! Quick! Ka! 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 Whoa! Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! Whoa! Whoa! Ka! Quick! Whoa!
Christ, yeah. Oh, my head feels a lot clearer.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old...
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time.
You never give up.
So, What now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who...
I'm with you on that.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way... Audentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, Sir Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Berghoff. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramira. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses! My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely, but fortune smiles.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramira. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramira very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe you'll come along with me. We'll see. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got an honoured guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right, you... Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertul, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you,
You have
won't
a kind
disappoint
master.
Vert and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. His work has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down there one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories. Well, Henry, fancy a game of dice?
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners.
Let's play. This pretty pilgrim's badge, if you ain't chicken.
Henry,
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. These ones here. Damn it! They're yours, lad.
You silly doggy.
These ones here. What? Oh, come on! If I was you, I'd take it. These ones here. Finished. Your turn.
Henry, a word with you.
My God, what a fuck up again!
I heard Lord von Berghoff himself. So, what has he sent you with?
That's for their lordships to...
Aye. No one tells us commoners anything. But you must have heard something. You know how it goes.
I've got ears, but I don't crap...
All right, I didn't mean to offend you. Tell me one thing, though. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some...
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaramir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the noble. So your master, Lord Capon of Perkstein, is somehow...
One of the most significant in the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Well, you're lucky you're with him. And you're his, what, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it, but mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaramir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to some...
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, you've got time to kill, and me too. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters.
I accept your...
Then you're the right man and...
Let's do it.
You don't have to ask. We've got some blunt old... We don't want to hack each other.
That's sensible.
We'll do it in a little courtyard.
Some sword.
A choice fitting. Give me a moment.
Crikey, they're going at it just real nice.
Come on, neighbor!
Wow, Michael is one of the best fighters around.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time. The good name of Lord Yaramir has been defended. But you defended Lord Capon's too. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Clara. She'll be happy if you show her where... I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel on this. And if you want to... train some other battle skills, you can practice...
Mother of God! Did you get hit by a horse?
Excuse me.
I've got this pretty pilgrim badge. Chicken.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's nice to...
Is that so? Me and my brother wanted to get on steer.
Henry. How's trade? The plate's here. Is that your work?
Well, I wish. We just keep it in good...
Tell me about... Folks don't take care...
You took the words out, and if you saw...
Hold on.
What I mean? Besides, better go and...
All right.
Aye, I know you did.
You said you have a brother.
Aye. The poor bloke... Oh, he does any... He'd be better. Have you got any...
I have my...
I understand. What's he like?
Brave. I've learned that it's important to be what your lord wants you to be.
Aye. Yeah, I reckon it's time. See you later.
Greetings. I watched your duel against... Don't take your defeat to heart. Michael's pretty tough. None of...
Aye. I found out the hard...
But they usually get battered even worse. You really made him work for his victory, didn't...
I did my best. He knocked me about a bit. I was wondering if you'd take a look at my wounds.
That's what I'm here for. Show me, so I know if I need to...
Surely won't be all that bad.
Don't worry, Sir Knight. Well, I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retained...
Oh, I'm Clara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
My sword is at your service, miss.
Blimey! No one's ever said anything like that to me before. But it's not your sword I need so much as your legs.
My... legs?
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far. And protect her. And if you tell me about your chivalrous deeds...
I will be only too happy to escort such a comely maid.
Comely? You'll make me blush. Come on then, let's go. If I don't get back soon, shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
And now that you mention castles, I conquered one once. The enemy took it by a ruse, and we couldn't let that go unanswered. I found a great scholar and got him to build us a trebuchet. Then we bombarded the castle. They didn't surrender, so brute force was required. Smash down the gate, ladders up to the ramparts, and so on.
Aye, when brains fall short, brawn has to step in. Tell me more, please.
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, so I'd say I'm not a real monk.
That's good to know. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.
Horses here, more in the stables, and a big corral with even more outside the village. That's a lot more than I'd expect here. I wonder where Lord Nebat got them all. Maybe that Pelzer will know.
This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments, and if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
I know quite a bit about herbs, I think. So just tell me what's wrong with your lads.
Really? So tell me how to treat fever, say, or shortness of breath.
In that case, you'll need sage and chamomile, maybe some poppy or marigold. Am I right?
Aye, exactly right. I've got enough chamomile. It's the rest I need. Above all, the marigold. Since you know all about it, you'll be back. It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
I think I'll manage.
Look what I have for you.
I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will, don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Clara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Shall we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough herbs and the sick are waiting. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure. I should get dressed too.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help. It was lovely. But now I have to tend to the wounded.
Greetings. What do you want?
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye, right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses.
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips.
So there is something dodgy about.
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insult? We sometimes have this little...
Don't try that on me. My pa was a blacksmith, so I had horseshoes and hooves in my hand before I could walk. And I've met enough horse folk to know you shouldn't trust them further than you can throw them.
What do you mean?
The horses. Where did
All right, if you Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest. And we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them?
I see. Take good care of those.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before, but if you're at a loose end, the horses need to stretch. You could help us out. And if you manage to...
What does that Pelzer eat? His breath stinks.
I'd love to give you more of my time, but I have to prepare the herbs as soon as possible.
Can I have a loose end, sir? Nice will help pass the time.
I don't want to pry, Michael, but Sir Yaramir said he had some luck with...
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's a...
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that no...
If you insist, well, you're in for a disappointment. Sir Yaramir had these relatives, and they died, God rest their souls, but they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up. See?
No, you were right.
Just so. See you later.
got this pretty pilgrim's badge.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings. Sir Yaramir's look...
Huh?
I don't...
If it's that important,
Tell me.
nothing much. What's worse, today I copped a shit job, but tomorrow will be better.
I know what you mean.
The prisoners?
You have prisoners?
Aye. Why else would I be standing here?
Good point. Who are the poor sods?
A couple of poachers. They're waiting to see what his lordship will do to them.
I'd like to ask the prisoners something.
Sorry, but that ain't possible. Like I said, his lordship wants to let them...
I understand.
That's right. God be with you.
Do you want me to arrest you? Leave that door be.
If you're hungry, I left something outside on the table. It's all yours. No doubt you're used to better fare, but it's all we got.
Where do you think you're going? Huh? That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around here where you don't belong.
Was that you? Ah, never mind. Well, Henry, fancy a game of dice?
God grant you health.
It was lovely. But now I have to tend to the wounded.
Hey! You're not allowed here! And I thought someone was creeping around.
What's this about? I've got... Hold on. I know you from somewhere, don't I?
Bollocks. You've got me mixed up with someone. I don't know you from out...
No, I'm serious.
Aye? Where was that, then?
Weren't you at the,
What the fuck? Me? Beg? You bloody... Look, you made it... It's all right.
Farewell.
I've honestly never seen you before. I don't know what your game is, but leave me out of it.
Leave me be, will you? I've never seen you before in my life.
Look, I've got work to do. Fuck me.
Our little fortress. Doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
In the hills above Sasau River, I discovered the enemy's hidden camp. I told the lords about it, and they assembled a force. Just like Lord von Berghoff is doing now. We approached under cover of darkness and attacked.
Clever. And how did it work out? Do tell.
Now hold on, the best is yet to come. Before attacking, we first set fire to the place. We unleashed hell on earth. In the chaos, we cut them to pieces.
That sounds awful. Too awful to imagine. Tell me more, please.
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, so I'd say I'm not a real monk.
That's good to know. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.